turns this way, you're going to see us running, moving away rather quickly.
Yeah.
G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid and in Central Vic, and I'm back in Rubbish Dump Gully. I think that's what I'll call it. And we've got this signal. That one's the one I'm looking at. Up into the 30s. Always guaranteed to get your attention. Who knows what it'll be. It might be, I was going to say a big piece of nothing. Or it could be that. Now that does, if we do it that way, off, slow, high, it's even got something. It almost looks like L gas down the bottom there. Yeah, I don't know this side's L gas. I reckon that's off a meter. It's a thumping big signal for a thumping big thing. Yeah, we'll keep going. This is up the far end of the gully, where I suspected the target may have been for shooting matches back in the late 1800s, where, if I can find it in my bloody finds bag, just bear with me a moment. There we go, that's a beautiful one. Look at that. That is one hell of a projectile. That obviously missed the target. You can see the rifling on it. You can see how big it is compared to my little finger. Imagine that going through you. Anyway, back on the subject, I just got this. And I kicked the leaf litter out the way. And that's what we have. Yep, there's a roo. So that'll be a half penny. Oh, we got some convenient sunlight. Oh, look at that, 1949. Who needs an eye test, hey? Not me, yet. Anyway, there we go. A 1949 roo penny in the leaf litter. Where else would you find a roo, hey? Anyway, we'll keep going. Alright, I'm a little bit out of puff. Viv wanted me to show you one of these. There we go. That is a red-bellied black snake. One of the more calmer ones. If I was to have a snake around home, that would be the one. And it's coming closer to me right now. Beautiful thing. They are beautiful things. I'm just bloody wary of them. Now he's going into the bush there, or she, and that's fine. Just about gone. Going to come out this other side actually. Foolishly, I'm here. I reckon I can outrun it though. found something. If it turns this way, you're going to see us running. Moving away rather quickly. In fact, I think I'll just part, shall we? See you later. Bye bye, little snake. Bye bye. Well, I have found rising suns, both hat badges and collar badges. I found an Australia shoulder badge, the one that's curved that says Australia. And somewhere over in there, I got the propeller. And just down here, anyone see it? I got a signal. It ended up being about 24. In fact, I can't even see it through the finder. But let's go down. Yep. Now, anyone in Australia should know what that is. That's a return serviceman's badge. I reckon we will have to get the squirty out and we'll just clean the front of it up. I think it'll come up nicely. Alright, we are back. This will be from World War One. It predates the RSL because it says the Returned Sailors and Soldiers Imperial League, Australia. That is a very cool little find. So that puts that at, past 1919. I don't know when it became the RSL. But nonetheless, that is a very cool find. I have not found one of those before. I am pretty stoked. That is a great find. Well, not far away. I think I've got the Return Services badge there. And then just here, I got a 15. That'll be probably off a ring or a brooch. I wouldn't be half surprised if they were garnets, not glass. Anyway, that's a cool little find. This is all, you can't just go, oh, I'm going to go in this area because this will have this certain thing. I'm just cherry picking all my way up just to see what I can find. And I found that. I do believe that will probably be my first, I think it's my first, lead soldier. And I reckon that is a machine gun. He's fired it that many times, the barrel's gone red hot and droopy. But that's what I reckon it is. If it's not a machine gun, it's a drilling rig for mining. But I don't reckon they'd have them dressed up like that. I think that is an absolute cool. I reckon those are the bullets going up into it. Probably a bloody Vickers or something, I don't know. A Maxim. But anyway, that is just a cool find. We could call him Roland. Roland the Headless Thompson Gunner. Oh, it's not a Thompson gun. Anyway, that's brilliant. Very happy to find that. Well, I must be in the cosmetics section of the rubbish pile. There's, I'm going to take it that it's a thin lipstick. There's no marks on it. I wasn't going to bother showing you this until I got that one. Here's a bigger one. And whether we can see on there in the light, but that actually says Max Factor and then Hollywood. Now I don't know whether Max Factor was from Hollywood or Hollywood is the colour, but my grandmother was a Max Factor girl. I I suppose in honour of her, I think we might take both of those. Because, you know, really, because I'm worth it. And then the leaf litter, I swung across that, which is of course the innards of a pocket watch. But what makes this one a little bit more unusual is there's the face. Don't know whether we'll get anything much off it. I can see a 10. There could be something there, but that nearly looks like a porcelain-y type face, something like that. Anyway, we'll put that in the pouch and keep going. Look at this for a beautiful bloody rubbish pile. All sorts of stuff here. And this was a thumping signal. I have not found a clock escarpment that big before. That's a thumper. We have a thumping signal too. Very demanding in its squeal. Alright, we'll keep going. Now, just down there, where my foot is, I got a really sweet 26 one bar down. And we pulled this out. Now that is a belt tensioner. But what I don't know is why it's got that bloody little hole at the end there. Obviously for hanging something off, but I don't know what. Was this a military belt tensioner? Wouldn't have a clue. But it's a great piece of bloody brass. And yeah, we'll take it. And there I got a ranged anywhere from 20 to 27, something that you'd have to dig, and up came that. Don't know what it is. It's chrome plated, it's steel, it's everything that makes a good high tone. No worries, we get rid of it, put everything back. Swing over it as you do. Just off to the side screams out a 2122 signal, and we get that. It's a halfpenny. Now everyone would go, yep, King George VI, rue halfpenny. Bum, bum. It's one of those 1938 jobs. Now, having just found one of these recently, 1938 and early part of 1939, they still had the Commonwealth of Australia penny reverse, and then they changed it to the rue part way through 39. So yeah, just one of those little anomaly coins, not worth much, but worth something in your collection if in fact that was what you were looking for. So I've had my second one in, I don't know, at least 2 months now, so that's pretty cool. It's in reasonable nick, a little bit of coin cancer coming on it, but still a good find to find in a rubbish pile. We'll take it and we'll keep going. Excuse the wind, I've tried to get my back to it, but I also need the sun. This was a good signal, 2122. You might go, yeah, piece of coppery stuff. That's actually a matchbox holder, when they used to put solid sides on them. You know, put your matchbox in there. But I think I read on here, there is no match for Roba tea. I think that's what I'm reading. And there's something else written on there. So I'll have to take that home. It might be the same on both sides. Yeah, I think that's what it says. There is no match for Roba tea. So it's like, match, light your stove, have your Roba tea. Nice little bit of marketing that. I wonder how old it is. We may well find out. Till then, we'll keep going. Alright, I've got this signal. It's just down here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, it's a square hole. Chinese coin. Was not expecting that. I would say that that is pre the rubbish dump. Let's have a quick clean and we'll find out. Oh, actually, I think this, yeah, there we go. It's got the fish hook up the top there. So if memory serves me right, this is one of the 16. All right, I tell you what, I'll find out for you. Hang on a tick. There we go, we're back. This one's in beautiful condition. 1735 to 1795. Was not expecting that in the pile of rubbish. And that is in really good nick. Oh, hey! It's to run away again. There we go. Yep, that one's in really good nick. We'll take that. See what else we can find. Now, I just got the Chinese, yeah, I think it was here I got the Chinese coin. Swung over it again after I got that out the hole, and I got another signal, and it turned out to be that. Now, I think that, with its maybe mother of pearly opalescency type end, I think that's a collar stud. When you used to have collars that were separate to your shirt. Which is why my grandmother used to always refer to a shirt with no collar as a lazy man's shirt. Very hard, my grandmother. But anyway, I believe that that is a collar stud. And it would have been a bit flash with that bit of bloody white on there, or the opalescence or whatever it was. Nice little find. We'll keep going. This is the beauty of being in a rubbish pile. Some people would say there is no beauty. Down in there, I got a signal, and it was like this. 23, 24. We've dug it out, and this is what we're met with. There, oh, my fingers turn around, is a little medallion, pendant in fact, and we will clean it up and find out what it is. It looks good. Alright, it is hard to read, but I reckon I have made out Bendigo Football League, and down there is 1938. So we have a B, an F and an L. And there is a number on the back of 26. But that is a very, very cool find. That's blue enameling. It is starting to chip off and it's all really hard but to read. But that's still a brilliant find. No one else found it. We did. I think we'll take that one. That's a ripper. This medal, the AF Wood medal, is the best and fairest medal of the Bendigo Football League and was awarded to Frank Halloran, the Kyneton follower, with a total of 26 points. This article was found in the Age newspaper the 10th of September 1938. One bar, 29 up to 31. It's a hefty, hefty signal. Oh, yeah. let's just dig it, stop mucking around. Oh, that's a bit bigger than a penny. Ah, it's one of the old brass plugs. They give a thumping signal. They're always good to find. Very unexpected. But it certainly had our attention. Anyone's ears would prick up listening to that. One of the byproducts out of digging in a rubbish dump is when you come across stuff like this. That's a glass stopper out of a decanter. Nothing wrong with it, probably the decanter got bloody smashed. They're always a cool find. Just in that little spot. Nothing much. There's a bit up there. That sounds the sweetest spot. So, without any further mucking around, let's see what we've got. Are we looking at a coin? Oh, no we're not. Oh, don't tell me. For all the world. Yep. We've got, oh, and we've even got the chain. How cool is that? 2 plugs. There we go. And they were both different sizes. So whatever size sink we've got, we'll be laughing. 2 plugs. 2 plugs and no plug all. Oh well, we will still take that. Still reckon they're a cool find, even if you do find 2 in the same day. In the same hour, in fact in the same half hour. Anyway, keep in mind, always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. We'll catch you next time.